Hello students, this is Lohita. Here we are into zoology NEET class. Today we are going to learn about sex determination. That means how we are going to decide the sex of an individual we are going to learn today. See students, this determination of sex of the individuals, it was a very big question raised in front of the geneticists. Okay. So, there were a lot of experiments done on the insects, and experiments on insects have revealed the chromosomal or genetic basis of inheritance. Okay. Experiments which were performed on insects, experiments performed on insects have revealed the chromosomal or the genetic basis of sex determination, the chromosomal or the genetic basis of sex determination. Okay. So, here students, these chromosomal or genetic basis of sex determination is because of the presence of sex chromosomes in the individuals. Okay. Because of the presence of sex chromosomes, okay. In most of the animals, there will be a pair of chromosomes which are determining the sex of the individuals. Okay. There are a pair of chromosomes which determine the sex of the individuals, So, that pair of chromosomes which determine the sex of the individuals are called as sex chromosomes or allosomes. Okay. That pair of chromosomes which determine the sex of the individual are called as sex chromosomes or allosomes. Okay. So, the sex chromosomes or allosomes are the pair of chromosomes which determine the sex of the individuals. Okay. So, the remaining chromosomes in the body are called as autosomes. The remaining chromosomes are called as autosomes. These are the remaining chromosomes. So, one pair of chromosomes will be definitely allosomes. The next, whatever the chromosomes are left over, they are all called as autosomes. Okay. So, sex chromosomes determine the sex, and autosomes are the body chromosomes. They are controlling the different other functions of our body. Okay. So, here students, the presence of sex chromosomes was first identified. The concept of having sex chromosomes was first identified after the experiments performed by Henking. Okay. Henking is a person. He performed some experiments on wasps. Okay. He studied spermatogenesis. Spermatogenesis means formation of sperms. So, Henking is a person who studied spermatogenesis in wasps, and he observed that there was some factor which is inherited during spermatogenesis. There was some factor which is inherited by half of the sperms. Okay. And the other half of the sperms were not containing this factor. Okay. He observed that during spermatogenesis 50% of the sperms contained a factor, 50% of the sperms contained some factor, whereas the remaining 50% of the sperms, they were lacking this factor. Okay. And he called this factor, whatever is present in only 50% of the sperms, he called that factor as X body. Okay. He called that factor as X body. So, this is actually the X chromosome, called as X body, but after that, later, due to some other experiments, it was revealed that this X body is nothing but the X chromosome. The X chromosome. Okay. The X body is actually the X chromosome. So, the X chromosome is the one which is passed on to 50% of the sperms, and the 50% of the sperms, they were not having the X chromosomes. Okay. So, what were this 50% of the sperms having then? That was actually identified by Stevens and Wilson. Okay. Stevens and Wilson, they have first observed the Y chromosome, okay, in the male worm, okay, in the mealworm. So the Stevens and Wilson, they have first observed the X chromosome, Y chromosome in mealworm, okay, which is called as Tenebrio monitor, Tenebrio monitor, whose scientific name is Tenebrio monitor. In Tenebrio monitor, this Stevens and Wilson, they have first observed the Y chromosome in this mealworm Tenebrio monitor, okay. So here now the X chromosome and Y chromosome were identified. In this way the sex chromosomes were identified, students. So once we will revise what we have learnt here, we have learnt here that experiments performed on insects revealed the chromosomal or genetic basis of sex determination. There are sex chromosomes, they are actually a pair of chromosomes which determine the sex, these are called sex chromosomes. They are also called as allosomes, okay. Autosomes are the remaining chromosomes in the body are called as autosomes. The next remaining chromosomes in the body are called as autosomes, okay. So this Henking was the first person to observe the sex chromosomes. So Henking is the person who performed some experiments in wasps. He studied spermatogenesis in wasps and he observed that 50% of the sperms contained some factor and 50% of the sperms were not consisting of this factor. And later on he identified this factor as X body. He has named it as X body, but he does not know what is the significance of this X body. Later on, after some experiments performed by the other scientists, other geneticists, it was revealed that this X body is actually a chromosome. It is called X chromosome, okay. And 50% of the sperms of the wasps were consisting of this X chromosome, 50% of the sperms were lacking this factor, okay. Later on Y chromosome was also identified by Stevens and Wilson. Y chromosomes was identified in mealworm Tenebrio monitor, okay. So let us learn more about the sex determination, students. So now we are going to learn what is meant by homogametic. Okay, homogametic. See, if the two sex chromosomes are similar, if the two sex chromosomes are similar, okay, if the two sex chromosomes are similar, then what happens? If the two sex chromosomes are similar, then what happens? If for example let us consider X and X, these are the two sex chromosomes, then what happens? All the gametes will contain only X chromosome. All the gametes will be containing only X chromosome, right? If there are individual is consisting of two similar X sex chromosomes, then all the gametes will contain X chromosome. All the gametes are same, all the gametes are with X chromosome only. So such a condition is said to be homogametic. That means they produce similar gametes. All the gametes are similar, similar gametes are produced. That is called as homogametic. Homogametic means if the two sex chromosomes are similar, then all the gametes will contain the same type of sex chromosome. That means all the gametes are similar. That condition is called as homogametic, okay. Then we have heterogametic. Heterogametic means if the two sex chromosomes are dissimilar, if the two sex chromosomes are dissimilar, then what happens? 50% of the gametes contain one type of chromosome, 50% of the gametes contain one type of chromosome, and 50% of the gametes contain the other type of chromosome. For example, their two sex chromosomes are X and Y. 50% of the gametes will contain X chromosome, 50% of the gametes they contain Y chromosome, okay. If for suppose if the heterogametic individual is consisting of X and Y, which are not similar, right, X and Y, these are two dissimilar sex chromosomes, then what happens? Half of the gametes will contain X chromosome, half of the gametes will contain a Y chromosome, half of the gametes will contain X chromosome, half of the gametes will contain a Y chromosome. So, here we have observed that there are two different kinds of gametes produced, right. So, all the gametes are not same, two different gametes are produced. So, here dissimilar gametes are produced, dissimilar gametes are produced, dissimilar gametes are produced. In case of heterogametic individual, dissimilar gametes are produced. Okay. So, those organs from where the gametes are produced are called as the primary sex organs. The primary sex organs are those places from where gametes are produced. Gametes are produced. So, that places are called as primary sex organs. Okay. So, from the primary sex organs only gametes will be produced. Wherever gametes are produced, then that is called as a primary sex organ. So, primary sex organ in males will be testis, and primary sex organ in case of females will be ovaries. Okay. In case of males, the primary sex organs will be testis. In case of females, the primary sex organs will be the ovaries. Okay. So, in this way, the individuals, they may be homogametic or heterogametic. They may produce similar gametes or dissimilar gametes. Okay. So, according to the type of gametes they are producing, we can determine the sex of the individuals. Okay. So, let us see chromosomal basis of sex determination. Okay. Let us learn more about chromosomal basis of sex determination. Here we have learned that homogametic sex is nothing but they produce similar gametes. All of the gametes contain similar chromosomes. Heterogametic sex determination means the dissimilar gametes are produced. Half of the gametes will contain one type of sex chromosome, half of the gametes will contain the other type of sex chromosome. Okay. So, let us now learn the chromosomal basis, chromosomal sex determination. Chromosomal sex determination. Chromosomal sex determination is nothing but determination of the sex by the sex chromosomes. Determination of the sex by using sex chromosomes, is called as chromosomal sex determination. Okay. Chromosomal sex determination means determination of sex using the sex chromosomes is called chromosomal sex determination. Generally, the sex of the individual is determined by the heterogametic parent. Okay. Heterogametic parent decides the sex of the individual, decides the sex of the offsprings. Heterogametic parent decides the sex of the offsprings, because heterogametic parent produces dissimilar gametes, right. Heterogametic parent produces dissimilar gametes, and when the one parent is heterogametic and one parent is homogametic, then definitely heterogametic parent is the one who decides the sex of the offspring, because he is producing dissimilar gametes, and depending upon the type of the gamete fertilizing, okay, depending upon the type of heterogametic individual, depending upon the type of gametes from the heterogametic parent, depending upon the type of gametes from the heterogametic parent participating in fertilization, the sex of the offspring is decided. So, we have learned that heterogametic parent is deciding the sex of the offspring. How is the heterogametic parent deciding the sex of the offspring? Depending upon the type of gamete, from the heterogametic parent which is involving in fertilization, the sex of the offspring is decided. That means the sex of the daughter individuals is decided during fertilization only. Sex of the offspring is decided during fertilization. Okay, when is the sex of the offspring decided? Right, during the time of fertilization only. During the time of fertilization only, the sex of the daughter individuals will be decided. When is the sex of the daughter individuals decided? Right at the time of fertilization only, the sex of the daughter individuals will be decided. Okay. So, let us see, there are different types of heterogametic sex determinations. Okay. As I have told you, heterogametic parent decides the sex. There are different types of heterogametic sex determinations. We are learning that heterogametic sex determination. That means heterogametic parent is the one who is determining the sex, right. So, heterogametic sex determination we are going to learn now. See, male can be heterogametic and females can also be heterogametic. Okay. Male or female both can be heterogametic. Any of them may be heterogametic. Okay. Male can be heterogametic or female can be heterogametic. Let us learn in detail with examples about male heterogamety and female heterogamety. Okay. So, first let us learn about male heterogamety. Male heterogamety means male individuals are heterogametic. That means they produce dissimilar gametes. Male individuals are heterogametic, that means they produce dissimilar gametes. Males are the ones which are producing dissimilar gametes. So, females are homogametic. That means females they produce similar gametes. Males are heterogametic means males are producing the dissimilar gametes. Females are homogametic means females are producing similar gametes. So, here we are learning male heterogamety means in this condition males are heterogametic, males are the ones who produce the dissimilar gametes, and here in this case males determine the sex of the offspring. Males are the ones which determine the sex of the offspring, and sex is determined at the time of fertilization only. Okay. So, let us see the different types of male heterogamety. There are two different types of male heterogamety, students. The first type is XXXO type. Second one is XXXY type. Okay. So, these are the two examples for male heterogamety. Once we will revise this and then we will learn in detail about examples. Okay. So, male heterogamety means the males are heterogametic. Males are the ones producing dissimilar gametes, and in this case obviously females will be homogametic. Females will be producing the similar gametes. Okay. So, here males are the ones who determine the sex. Sex is determined right at the time of fertilization only. So, the examples for male heterogamety is XXXO type of sex determination, XXXY type of sex determination. Okay. Let us learn first about XXXO type of sex determination. Here in this case the females are XX, that means females produce the gametes with all X chromosomes. Females produce the gametes of all X chromosomes. Okay. And the karyotype of the females, will be AAXX. AA is indicating autosomes. Diploid condition, no, this is generally diploid condition in animals. So, AA is indicating the two sets of autosomes and XX are indicating the homogamety in female individuals. Okay. So here karyotype of females is AAXX. They produce all the gametes with X chromosomes. Whereas in case of males, their sex chromosome, the male individuals, they are XO here, okay, male individuals are showing XO, that means they contain only one X chromosome, they contain only one X chromosomes, they contain only one X chromosome. Okay, that means only one X chromosome is present in males. So here O is indicating that there is no another sex chromosome, only one sex chromosome is present. O is indicating that there is no sex chromosome 2, okay, only one sex chromosome is present. So in this case the karyotype of the individual will be, karyotype of the male individual will be AAXO, okay, and here half of the gametes, in this case half of the gametes will contain X chromosome and half of the gametes will contain, half of the gametes they contain no chromosomes, no sex chromosomes, they contain no sex chromosomes. Okay, they contain no sex chromosomes. So now let us make a cross and see what is the offspring going to be. So here we have learned that females AXX will be the karyotype and males AAXO. Here all the gametes will contain X chromosome in females. In males half of the gametes contain X chromosome, half of the gametes they don't contain any sex chromosome. Okay, let us make the cross and see what will be the offspring sex. So students, we have already studied, this is the symbol used for female and this is the symbol used for male. Okay, this is the symbol used for male. Okay, so female's karyotype is AAXX is the karyotype of female, male karyotype is AAXO. Okay, so this is the karyotype. Karyotype is nothing but the entire set of chromosomes. Karyotype is nothing but the entire set of chromosomes in the individual is called as karyotype. So karyotype in male, female is AAXX, in males it is AAXO. So coming to the gametes, type of gametes produced. All the gametes in females contain 1A, 1X. Okay, only one type of gametes. AX, all gametes will be AX only. Okay, whereas in males half of the gametes will be AX, 50% of the gametes will be AX, the remaining 50% of the gametes will be AO. Okay, 50% of the gametes will be AX and 50% of the gametes will be AO. So now both the type of gametes from males have equal chances of fertilizing this ovum. Both the sperms in case of AX or AO both have equal chances of fertilizing this ovum. So let us see. So if AX is fertilized by AX, AAXX will be the individual and this individual will be a female. Okay. If AX is fertilized by AO, AAXO and this individual will be definitely a male. Okay. In that way sex is determined by the type of the male gamete which is fertilizing the ovum and the sex is decided right at the time of fertilization only. Okay. So this is an example for the XXXO type of sex determination. Okay, so this is XXXO type of sex determination which is generally found in bugs, grasshoppers and cockroaches. Okay, bugs, grasshoppers and cockroaches. First time it was observed in grasshoppers by McClung. Okay, McClung is a person who observed this type of XXXO type of sex determination in grasshoppers for the first time by McClung. Okay, so this is all about XXXO type of sex determination. Then students, we have the next type of sex determination in male heterogamety, that is XXXY type of sex determination. XXXY type of sex determination. So here this is found in case of Drosophila And also in case of man, human beings, in case of man, we human beings also show XX, XY type of sex determination. So here in this case, the females will contain a karyotype AA, XX. So all gametes are same in females. All gametes are same because they contain two similar sex chromosomes. Whereas the males, they contain AA, XY. Okay, A is indicating autosomes. Here they have two different sex chromosomes. So 50% of the gametes will contain X chromosome and the remaining 50% of the gametes from the males will contain Y chromosome. Okay, so here males will be deciding the sex. Let us see what happens. Here the females are going to be AAXX and the males they will be AAXY. So the gametes produced by the females, the gametes which will be produced by the females will be like AX, all AX only, because they have only one type of sex chromosomes X, all the gametes contain AX only. Whereas in case of males, two different type of gametes are produced, autosomes with X chromosomes, autosomes with Y chromosomes. Okay, in that way two different gametes are produced and each different type of 50% of them will be AX, 50% of them will be AY. Each of them will have an equal chance of fertilizing this ovum. If AX is fertilized by AX, then it would be AAXX. AAXX individual is a female. Okay, if AX is fertilized by AY, AAXY. XY means this is individual is a male. So in that way females and males they have equal chances. There is a chance for 50% of male individuals, 50% of the female individuals to occur in the daughter individuals, because 50% of the sperms are having X chromosome, 50% of the sperms are having Y chromosome. They have an equal chance of fertilizing the ovum. So there is a 50% chance to have a female individuals and 50% of chance to have a male individual. Okay. So this is all about XX, XY type of sex determination which is found in case of Drosophila and man. Okay. Then now we are going to learn about female heterogamety. Female heterogamety. Female heterogamety means in this case females will be heterogametic. Females will be heterogametic. They produce dissimilar gametes. Females are the ones which produce dissimilar gametes. Okay, and in this case males will be homogametic. Males will be homogametic. That means male individuals they produce similar gametes. Males produce similar gametes. Okay. So here who is going to decide the sex now? Because females are producing dissimilar gametes, females decide the sex. Females are the ones who determine the sex. Females are the ones who determine the sex. Female gametes determine the sex. Okay, because females are heterogametic, females will be deciding the sex, female gametes will be deciding the sex. Okay, this is also of two different types, ZO ZZ type and ZW ZZ type. Okay, ZO ZZ type, ZW ZZ type. These are the two types of female heterogametes. First we will learn about ZO ZZ type. ZO ZZ type of female heterogamety is found in case of moths and butterflies. Okay, moths and butterflies contain ZO ZZ type of sex determination. Here the karyotype of females will be AAZO. ZO. Okay, that means in this female individuals there is only one sex chromosome. There is only one sex chromosome in case of females. Okay, one sex chromosome is only present in case of females. So here in this case, females produce 50% of the gametes produced by the females will be with XZ chromosome, and 50% of the gametes, they have no sex chromosomes. They have no sex chromosomes. 50% of the gametes will contain Z chromosome, 50% of the gametes, they do not contain any sex chromosomes. Okay. So, females, because they are producing two different types of gametes, female individuals decide the sex. Whereas in case of karyotype of the males, it would be AAZZ. Okay. So, because there are two Z's chromosomes in case of male, all the gametes will contain Z chromosome only. All the gametes, they contain Z chromosome only. Okay. So, now let us see how is the cross between these two individuals going to be, who is going to decide the sex, how they are deciding the sex. Let us learn those concepts now. So, here in that case of butterflies and moths, we have studied that female individual is AAZO and male individual is AAZZ, right. So, the gametes of these individuals will be like AZO, as I have already told you that the gametes, they contain, half of them contain AZ, 50% of them will contain a Z chromosome, 50% of them, they do not contain any sex chromosome. Okay. And here in this case, all the male gametes will be AZ only. Okay. So, now the sex of the daughter individual is decided by the type of ovum, because these are all ovums, right, the type of ovum which is fertilized by the sperm. Okay. So, the sex is determined in this case by the type of ovum fertilized by the sperm. I will write it here. Here the sex in case of female heterogamete is decided by the type of ovum fertilized by the sperm. The type of ovum fertilized by the sperm decides the sex of the offspring. Okay, how is the sex of the offspring determined? The type of ovum fertilized by the sperm. The type in case of female heterogamete, here the type of ovum fertilized by the sperm decides the sex of the offspring. Okay, so if this AZ ovum is fertilized by AZ sperm, then it would be AAZZ, and this individual will be a male. Okay, if AO ovum is fertilized by this sperm, then it would be AAZO. This individual will be a female. So, there is a 50% chance of having a female, 50% of chance of having a male, female, both are having equal chances. 50% of them can be female, 50% of them can be male, depending upon the type of ovum fertilized by the sperm. In that way, sex is determined in this way in ZOZZ type of sex determination. Okay. So, this is all about ZOZZ type of sex determination. Then the next type of sex determination that we are going to learn is ZWZZ type of sex determination. ZWZZ type of sex determination. In this case, ZWZZ type of sex determination, female individuals karyotype will be AAZW. Okay, here the female individuals are heterogametic, so they produce dissimilar gametes. They produce dissimilar gametes. Okay, so half of the gametes will contain, half of the ova will contain Z chromosome, half of the ova will contain W chromosome. Okay, half of the ova will be containing Z chromosome, half of the ova will be containing W chromosome. Okay, now the male individuals are homogametic. Male individuals will contain a karyotype AAZZ. Okay, AAZZ, they produce all similar gametes only. They produce all similar gametes. All sperms will carry Z chromosome only. All sperms will be carrying Z chromosome only. Okay. So, let us see how the cross is going to be. In case of females who is AAZW, which is crossed with a male who is AAZZ. The type of gametes from the female will be AZ and AW. Okay. Type of gametes from the male will be AZ. Now, depending upon the type of ovum which is fertilized by the sperm, if AZ ovum is fertilized by the AZ sperm, then it would be AAZZ. This individual will be a male individual. Okay. If AW ovum is fertilized by AZ ovum, then it would be AAZW. Okay, AAZW. So, this individual will be a female. So, in this way, the sperm which is this ovum which is fertilized by the sperm is deciding the sex of the daughter individual. So, in this different cases this kind of ZWZZ type of sex determination is found in case of birds, some reptiles, and also in some fishes. This kind of ZWZZ type of sex determination is seen. So, okay. So, in case of female heterogamety, females decide the sex, the type of ovum fertilized by the sperm decide the sex. In case of male heterogamety, the type of sperm fertilizing the ovum decide the sex. If it is in case of a female heterogamety, type of ovum decides the sex. In case of male heterogamety, type of sperms decide the sex. The sex is determined right at the time of fertilization itself. Okay. So, this is how the sex is determined using chromosomal basis of sex determination. That means, we are deciding the sex by using allosomes. Okay. Then we are going to learn about sex determination in human beings. Sex determination in human beings. Okay, how is the sex determined in case of human beings, that we are going to learn now. See, as we have already learnt that sex determination in case of human beings is of XX, XY type, right. So, human beings, they totally contain 23 pairs of chromosomes. 23 pairs of chromosomes are found in case of human beings. In human beings, there are totally 23 pairs of chromosomes present. Okay. So, out of these 23 pairs of chromosomes, first 22 pair of chromosomes, they are autosomes. The first 22 pairs of chromosomes are autosomes, which are same in both males and females. Males and also in case of females. Okay. So, the first 22 pairs of chromosomes are called as autosomes, which are same in both males and females. Okay. The next last 23rd pair of chromosomes are allosomes. Okay. 23rd pair of chromosomes are allosomes. So, in case of females, these allosomes are same allosomes are present. Okay, that is, they contain X and X, 2X chromosomes. Okay, I will just write it as 2X chromosomes. They contain 2X chromosomes. Whereas in case of males, two different allosomes are present. That is, an X and one Y. Okay, that is one X and one Y. So definitely in the male individuals, because they are having two different allosomes X and Y, definitely in the male individuals the sperms will contain 50% of them will 50% of the sperms contain X chromosome and the remaining 50% of them contain Y chromosome. Okay, 50% of them contain X chromosome, 50% of them they contain Y chromosome. Okay, so whenever the sperms are produced by the males, definitely among the sperms produced by the males, 50% of them will be consisting of X chromosome, 50% of them will be definitely consisting of Y chromosome. Okay, so but here in case of females, all are consisting of X chromosomes. So the ova will be all time consisting of X chromosome only. Ova will be always consisting of X chromosome only, but the sperms, they contain 50% of contain X chromosome, 50% of them they contain Y chromosome. So now how is the sex determined? Sex is determined by the type of sperm which is fertilizing the ovum. Okay, there is an equal chance for X chromosome or Y chromosome to fertilize the ovum. So depending upon the type of sperm fertilizing the ovum, the sex is determined. Depending upon the type of sperm fertilizing the ovum, the sex of the offspring is determined. Sex of the offspring is decided. Okay, how is the sex of the offspring decided? Type of sperm fertilizing the ovum, the sex of the offspring is decided. This is how the sex is determined in case of in case of human beings, because in case of human beings, females are homogametic, males are heterogametic. 50% of the sperms are consisting of X chromosome, 50% of the sperms are containing Y chromosome, and all the ova are consisting of X chromosomes. So it is the male individuals who determine the sex of the human beings. Okay, who is determining the sex in human beings? Males determine the sex in case of human beings. Males are the ones who determine the sex in case of human beings. Okay, but there is, unfortunately there is a kind of wrong propaganda done in case of in our society that females are responsible for giving birth to male individuals or female individuals. It's not like that. Males are the ones who are responsible for giving birth to a male child or a female child. Okay, so it's males who are responsible for giving birth to a male child or a female child. Okay, and this having a male child or female child is decided right at the time of fertilization only. That means there is an equal chance for having a girl baby or a boy baby. Okay, 50% of chances to have a girl baby, 50% of chances to have a boy baby. Depending upon the type of sperm fertilizing the ovum only, the sex is determined. So males are responsible for sex, 50% of chances are there to have a girl baby, 50% of chances are there to have a boy baby. So in case of human beings, the males are the ones who determine the sex of the daughter individuals. Okay, so this is all about how the sex is determined in case of human beings. So students, here in today's class we have learnt about sex determination. What are sex chromosomes? What is X chromosome? What is Y chromosome? What is heterogametic? What is homogametic? We have learned chromosomal basis of sex determination clearly today. We learnt about female heterogamety, male heterogamety, sex determination in case of human beings. These are all the concepts that we have learned today. So that's all for today, students. We will continue to learn more about the sex determination. Few concepts are there to be learnt about sex determination. We will be learning the remaining concepts about sex determination in the next class. Thank you all for joining the class today. We'll meet in the next class. Thank you all.